Once upon a time, in a bright, cheerful jungle filled with singing birds and blooming flowers, there lived a young elephant named Ello. Ello was kind, playful, and loved spending time with his friends. But there was one thing that made him sad. He couldn't dance. Every evening, when the sun painted the sky golden, all the jungle animals gathered by the river to dance. The monkeys swung to the rhythm, the parrots chirped in melody, and the deer leapt with grace. But poor Ello could only sway clumsily, his big feet thumping on the ground. He tried and tried, but he just couldn't get the steps right. One day, as Ello walked alone near the old banyan tree, something shiny caught his eye. It was a beautiful blue feather, glowing softly under the sunlight. Curious, he picked it up with his trunk. And just then, a gentle voice whispered through the wind. "Whoever holds this feather will dance like the wind itself." Ello's eyes widened. "A magic feather?" he gasped. He couldn't believe it. Maybe this was the answer he had been waiting for. That night, when the animals gathered to dance, Ello held the feather high and took his place. As the drums began to play, something magical happened. Ello started to dance. He twirled, he spun, he stomped in rhythm. And every move was perfect. The monkeys cheered, the parrots sang, and everyone shouted, "Ello! Ello! You're amazing!" Ello beamed with joy. "It's all because of my magic feather," he said proudly. Days turned into weeks, and Ello became the best dancer in the jungle. Animals from faraway places came just to watch him perform. But one evening, as the wind blew through the forest, the feather slipped from his trunk and flew away into the sky. "Oh no!" cried Ello. He chased it through the trees, but it was gone. He stood silently, his heart heavy. "My magic feather! I can't dance without it," he whispered sadly. All his friends gathered around. "Try dancing without the feather," said the peacock softly. Ello shook his head. "I can't. The magic is gone." But the parrots, monkeys, and deer all began to chant together. "Dance, Ello, dance!" Ello closed his eyes. He took a deep breath and listened to the rustling leaves, the rhythm of the drums, and the beating of his own heart. And slowly, he began to move. One step, then another. He swayed, he spun. And before he knew it, Ello was dancing again, gracefully, joyfully, even better than before. When he opened his eyes, all his friends were clapping and cheering. The peacock smiled and said, "Ello, the feather didn't have magic." You did. Ello's eyes sparkled as he realized the truth. He laughed with joy and lifted his trunk high into the air. From that day on, Ello danced every night, not because of a magic feather, but because he finally believed in himself. And whenever someone in the jungle felt unsure or afraid, Ello would smile and say, "You don't need magic to shine. The real magic is already inside you."